What's up? What's up? Rick, how you doing? Rocca, if you're still here, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate both you guys. How we doing tonight? Is my audio okay, Rick? Do I sound okay? Just give me a 5x5 if I sound all right. Thank you. What's up, John? How is everyone tonight? Well, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. So, I have got silver in the mail. Pick some up. And I'm going to be designing a new channel round for the Humbles Heroes. I don't know if you guys saw or not, but I just dropped a members only video. So make sure if you guys are members, you pop on over there and do what you need to do on the video so you can be part of the members only giveaway. What's going on, Bear? What's going on, Nick? Cumulus Vapes, what's going on? So yeah, so make sure that you guys go over and watch the video and do what you need to do to qualify for the givey. And I added a 0.5 gram of gold to the vial last night or yesterday. So about 5.25 grams here. About 2.5 grams here. Another gram here that I got from the Gold Baron. A couple of grains. So I'm going to send this to Broke Stacker and then pour the first gold piece that I've ever had poured out of some placer gold. Now, I've had people tell me, don't melt your placer gold. Well, guess what? At the end of the day, it's my metal. And you know, I know it's probably worth more not melted, but only in the sense that you can sell it as it is, but only to another gold vendor. And a gold vendor is not going to buy it for what it's worth. He's going to buy it for a lot less. And if I bring it to my LCS, they're going to give me like $39 a gram for it. So at that point, I'm just going to melt it and do what I'm going to do with it because it's mine. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And Bear, thanks the other night for trying to start that super chat train. I appreciate you. I know what you were trying to do. And that means a lot. So thank you. Still did give you anyways. I felt for you. You know, I appreciate you. Thank you. Well, just the fact that it's going to be mine and it's going to say Humble. It's going to have a couple of H's in it for Humble's Heroes. And maybe a stamped THS on one side. And I'm going to have Broke Stacker stamp his honeybee into it. Right? He has a honeybee, right? So I'm going to stamp his honeybee into it, which is totally cool. Yeah, you know, I mean, I get it. But I'm just going to have him melt it into something that's going to be silver and gold, have all the impurities taken out of it. So it's just going to be silver and gold, you know, and that's just totally badass. Something that I panned from dirt, you know, made into a nice cool channel round with my name on it. I think that's pretty badass. Rick, what is going on? What are you doing? Thank you, bro. Rick with the fucking super chat. Rick, you're a hero. I appreciate you. It won't let me pin it. Someone needs to say something in chat so it moves up a step. Oh, there we go. Rick, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rick. You're a hero, bro. You guys are all Humble's heroes. Make sure you go over and do what you need to do on that video when we're done too. I want all my Humble's heroes to be included in that video giveaway. So as many of you as you want. There's 42 of you, so that's just awesome. The fact that we got 42 already is sick. I was talking to Blue Collar today actually because he called me. Oh no, yesterday. He called me yesterday and we talked for a while. Me and Blue Collar talk all the time. Well, not all the time, but he's got my number. So we were talking yesterday and hi Lisa, thank you for commenting. So we were talking and he's like, dude, the fact that you have 42 members already is insane. Your channel is going to blow up. And I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, look at where you're at after a year already. And I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe. But I saw that, Lisa. You rock. Yeah, I just thought that was totally cool that he gave me kudos because, you know, I've been on his channel. I was on his channel when I was really small, you know, just trying to grow. And he's always been super supportive. So if you guys aren't subbed up to Blue Collar Stacker, make sure you guys are. I was on Monday Night Metals with them a little while ago. Hidden, what is going on, bro? OC, how you doing? I was on Monday Night Metals with him a little bit ago, but he said there was a problem with my mic and he kept getting feedback. So you guys can hear me okay, right? My audio is sound. I'm pretty sure somebody already gave me a 5x5, but I just want to make sure we're still good. The audio's doing good. Hidden, bro, how you doing, man? Good. OC, how are you doing? That is a big clump of metal you got there, man. How many turtles were you shooting for to put in that, OC, if you don't mind me asking? Have a good night, Hidden. I hope you feel better, bro. Thank you, Lisa. That's pretty cool. See. Pretty cool. No, I have a picture of it. I can because I wasn't sure if you wanted me to or not until it was all done. I mean, six of them. I mean, it looks like a big mass. I don't know how you're gonna get 6 of them in there. That's a big hunk of metal, buddy. Somebody really what's up, buddy? I know. And it won't. No, it's gonna be a badass piece. But it's not gonna look like mine because mine's way more open. His is like literally like 5 pounds of metal or something. It's insane. I'm just glad I was able to come up with a concept that was cool enough to make that everybody else wants to do something like it. I thought that was cool. But OC is definitely going way bigger than me with 6 sea turtles, crabs, and seahorses. Yeah. Seven ten. What's up? Silver Seller raid. Let's go. What's up, Silver Seller? Thank you for the raid. Thank you all for being here. Let's go. Nice. Thank you, Passion. Let's go. Silver Solar Raid. I'm down. You guys rock. Appreciate you raiding me. Anyway, so yes, make sure you guys get over to the members only video and comment on it so you can be part of the giveaway. Nice, OC Omega. Congratulations. 400 subs is awesome. It's on my channel, but you got to be a member only. It's members only, OC. It's 99 cents. Well, I'll be doing a regular giveaway as well. Just it's going to be just not sponsored by YouTube. It's going to be sponsored by me, but I'll definitely check. It didn't strike me at all. It passed all the qualifications for the video. You guys got stuck in an elevator? That's no good. What's going on, George? Yeah, it passed all the plus and minuses of whether or not it can be a video. There's no strikes on it. I mean, they encourage you for doing members only stuff just to show them the support, like even lives. So, but I appreciate that. I don't want to get in trouble. So, I'll definitely make sure I check again. Now you got me all worried. Yeah, but he said members only giveaways. So that might be different. Yeah, I just want to make sure I don't get in trouble. So I'm not going to take it down, but I might have to word things different or do something else different. I'm not sure, but I've been part of other channels that do members only givings too, but we'll see. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, I will. I just, like I said, I don't want to get in trouble. I haven't seen Team Bird in a while. Well, right now, gold and silver are just falling. um, they're establishing a different floor, but I really believe that there's still lots of things going on. So the only thing that I'm reading on this that it might be is you cannot ask the viewer to give out. No, that's not it. You and a third party may not manipulate metrics on the YouTube services to misrepresent genuine viewer engagement with YouTube service. These metrics include numbers of views, likes, dislikes, or subscribers. And that's pretty broad, so I'm not quite sure what that means. How about a ping? Let's do it. Lisa Anderson, are you here? Lisa, give me a thumbs up when I can ping the bar. Just waiting for the thumbs up from Lisa, guys. And you'll be getting your ping, because this bull, she gonna sing. Build your wealth in ounces, guys. Build your wealth in ounces. All good, Lisa. Thank you. It is time to purchase now. This is my oldest daughter. She's 17. Little Humble, she's 11. Little Humble's 11. That's the greatest thing about her age is she and she's into stacking. That's what's awesome. What's up, CW? So, do I think we're gonna hit another floor? I mean, listen, the floor ultimately for silver was in the, at the beginning of last year, we were at $30, you guys. So the fact that we're still double that right now, we never thought we'd see $50 silver. So even if we got down to $50 silver, we're still way ahead of what we ever thought we'd be. So the way I look at it is if you have the funds and you can, add some to the stack, then do it. But you can dollar cost average buying down the same way you can dollar cost average buying up. Yeah, Stuart, she did. She's been crocheting for about 3 weeks. And she made me that. Totally cool. And it's really It's really done well. I like it. And it looks good. So if you if you saw my if you saw my post or my description on the thing, I put stacking's like chess, not checkers, guys. There's a long-term strategy involved. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, I think it's totally cool. And it ombreed out really well, too. The two-stripe ombre. Will we all still be alive for what? Well, the long-term game is when you are ready to pull the trigger, George. So of course we're going to be alive. I would expect you to be alive because you're going to pull the trigger when the time is right for you. Yeah, I was actually really happy the way she took to it, and she loves it. And I started off. Listen, I got the crochet needles at the dollar store, and I got her first two skeins at the dollar store. She came home, went on YouTube, and that night she had a square already made. TV, what's up? Appreciate you coming by, bro. Night, bro. Night. Appreciate you. You guys, I will be right back. I've got to start boiling some eggs. Give me a second. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I'm in it for 15 to 20. And see, that's it for me too, George. I suffered from an aneurysm about 9.5 years ago. So the fact that I'm still here and I can do what I do is a blessing. Not too many people make it out the way I did with no mental problems, no physical problems. I got really, really lucky. But I'm glad you're here too, George. No, man. I'll be honest with you. When somebody has one of those near deaths, you have a completely different look on a lot of different things. Yes, every day is a gift. You look at life a whole lot different. That is a total. You're 100% right, you guys. So listen, I'm not the guy that yells and screams at the cashier because she won't accept my 50-cent coupon. I'm the guy in the back going, dude, seriously, it's just 50 cents. Can I just give you the 50 cents? Cumulus vapes. So you stack by collecting sterling pieces. Is that correct? My dad had a major heart attack, and then 5 years later was diagnosed with cancer, and then fought that for another 15 years. You just don't know how long you have. I feel you, bro. I feel you on that. So you gotta make every day wonderful. And the way you do that is you start how your day is. You control how your day is going to be. So cumulus vapes is that if that's how you stack, then for starts, good for you. Okay. You found a way to add to your stack through something that you have passion in. And you like the metal that you like. 925 silver is better than constitutional. So, that's knock it out, bro. You know, I say it all the time. Stack what you can where you can. So if you're stacking sterling, then stack sterling. If you're stacking constitutional, stack constitutional. If it's pure bullion, then it's pure bullion. But you're adding to the stack. That's all that matters. Oh, I feel you, Rick. I feel you. And I can tell you that I live a very simple, humble life. Okay, what's up, John? I don't need a whole lot of bells and whistles. You know, um, I add to my stack as often as I possibly can. And I don't get very angry. I just chill. I used to ask a girl. She used to always, you know, have to be having conversation and this and that. And I just looked at her and said, I just want to, I talk to people all day long. And now I talk to YouTube for a couple hours every night. And I have no problem talking. But when I want to turn off, I just want to be. Can you just be? And she said, yes, I can just be. And I said, okay. That lasted about a day and a half. But like, just be, and that was it for a minute there. Yes, mug, non-weighted candle holder, rings, bracelets, chains, forks. Good for you, bro. Nice. I was not the spoiled one. It was my grandmother. So sometimes I just want to be, I just want to chill and just be. And when I'm with you guys, I can just be. And that's the great thing is I don't have to be anything other than myself, which I don't normally do anyway. So, but I just be. That's good. It's good that you're a good scrounger because there are deals to be had and there are metals to be found that people don't even know they have. And if you can go to Value Village or the Goodwill or your local thrift shop and get something for a steal of a deal because it was donated and somebody didn't realize what it was, they're still making money because it was donated, and there's no reason why two people can't come up on that same deal, in my opinion, if they're going to sell it that way. Depending on the deal, of course. Pyrex pieces are nice too. You guys, like I said, there's deals to be had everywhere. Cool. Thanks, bro. I bet it did, John. There you go, bro. Hey, Big P, don't sound right. But yeah, Pyrex is good stuff. Let's just say old records or vinyl. Bear, thanks for coming by and chilling, bro. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you. We got 3 people commented on the video already. That's awesome. You guys are entered to win the Gibby. A Mets fan? John, I'm right there with you. John, where are you at? You're located on. That's right. Did I already ask you this? Did I ask you this the other day? Are you in Oregon, John? Daryl Strawberry, George? Nice. That would be epic. He was a good player, fast. Yeah, I'm a Mariners fan, but I'm a Seahawks fan through and through. The first card you pulled when you were a kid? Nice. I got a lot of sports cards when I was growing up. Thanks. I'll go back in there and put that in the description. I'll just copy and paste it all. We're not promoting anything, John. He's just telling me how to make it so my members only giveaway doesn't get flagged. Because I have a members only giveaway up right now. So, I got 42 members already. So I'm just wanting to give back. Anybody who joins the Humbles Heroes is definitely can join on the member giveaway. And I just got a whole bunch of stuff I got to type in. But they can join on the membership giveaway and be entered. I can't give any more away right now, but I will when I can. Depending on who's bat. So I have Steve Garvey's autograph. I have it on a coaster. He wrote it to me when my mom was pregnant with me. And it says, "To Todd, a future Dodger, loves Steve Garvey." And I thought that was pretty cool. Did a pitching clinic with Bob Nepper when I was growing up. I have his autograph. I have a Beckett signed by A-Rod in his rookie year. I've got a WCW or a WWF magazine signed by Nick Foley, which is totally cool. Yeah, my mom was waiting tables, and he walked in, and she was waiting on him, and he asked if she was, how far along she was, and name and all that, and wrote it out to me. It was totally cool. No, it's cool, John. I appreciate you. I'll make sure I go in and change some stuff. So my dad was a tow truck driver in LA for years. And my mom used to pack a lunch for me, and I'd go out with him, and we'd tow truck. He'd come and pick me up around, I don't know, 11:30, 12. Spend the rest of the day with him. And we'd go and haul around cars and go to crash sites and do all that stuff. He had me controlling a Ferrari that was owned by Wilt Chamberlain, pulling it up onto his flatbed one time. He had a signed autographed picture of Alan Alda, and it was signed to the guys at Yano's, and that's where my dad worked. Thanks for always taking care of my car, Alan Alda. So yeah, my dad knew quite a few people down there. Famous people. He was a famous tow truck driver. For those guys, not famous, not he wasn't famous, but the towing company had all the high-end guys calling him. Nice. Yeah, see, I mean, have you guys ever seen it was an Alaskan show. They were called the Browns. They had their own Alaskan, one of them was like the ingenuitive guide where he like made all the things, and I forget the name of him. But it was Alaska something. Anyways, their compound, they called it the Brown Town because that was their name, the Browns. Noah Brown and all those other guys. Anyways, when I was a banker at Key Bank, if you make it on TV, are you famous? I don't know. Yeah, see, that's awesome. They probably do. But anyways, Noah Brown, he was at the Northgate Mall buying his girlfriend an engagement ring one day. When I was walking around the mall, I walked up and saw him, met him, took a picture with him. It was pretty cool. But yeah, that would have been awesome. The stories your dad must have had, bro. ELO would have been a cool show. All those guys. Yeah, the stories would have been insane. And in the 70s, those were times that were crazy. What up, Mayo? Todd Rudkin and Rick Derringer. Rick Derringer for sure. Oh, that would have been cool, bro. What up, Catcom? Yeah, Renee. Still, that's still really cool. So the lead singer for Sublime, his name was Brad. You guys know who? You know Sublime, the band Sublime. Anyways, Brad stopped by my weed dealer's house one day. Him and the band. It was really crazy. I didn't anticipate my weed dealer letting me know that they stopped by, but I was there picking up an ounce of weed. This is a long time ago. So I was there picking up an ounce of weed, and Brad and Sublime come and knock on the door. Totally fucking cool. I had to leave, of course. I had to leave, but that would have been totally badass if I could have gotten an autograph or something. But no, met him, walked out the door, and that was about that. Sucked, but that was pretty cool. I wish I could have talked to him. Yeah, still cool, but yeah, not that cool, but still cool. Like I said, I wish I could have hung out with him. That would have been even cooler. But hanging out with Mick Foley, that was badass. We hung out at the bar for like an hour. Just he was talking and telling me stories, man. It was pretty cool. Lisa, have a great night. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, Mick Foley. Yes, I'm dead serious. He was awesome. So I won an autographed WWF program from him. I went. So the reason I went there was I went to a bar. I was driving by. You were in Rocky 2 when you were 10. Nice. That's awesome. I was driving by a bar and it said WWF Trivia Night starting at 9. So I'm like, okay. So I pulled over, got out, went inside, and I went inside, signed up, and it was like 3 people up there at a time, buzzer status, right? So whoever buzzed first and had the right answer won. And I tell you, nobody beat me. I got every answer right. It was amazing. It was a clean sweep. I was so much into WWF at the time. It wasn't even WWE, it was WWF at the time. But CW, that's awesome. But yeah, when I won, it was a program and some other swag. And he walked up He's like, "You want me to sign that for you?" I was like, "Dude, that would be so awesome." So he signed it. I was drinking my beer. He doesn't drink, but he sat there and told me stories. Told me about Hell in the Cell. Man, that fight with, because he did an interview on YouTube about his match with the Undertaker, that cage match. And he was telling me some stories, man, and like the tax. So, you guys like to think that what they do is choreographed, right? And that it's fake. But the only thing that's choreographed are the ways they throw you and the way you land, right? Yes, Mick Foley was Mankind. He was Cactus Jack. He was Mick Foley, and he was Dude Love. Oh, that's cool, bro. That's awesome. But yeah, he sat there, and so the tax were something he said he wanted to do, and the Undertaker told him not to do it, and he did it anyways. WWE didn't know anything about that. And he also said, "Throw me through the cage." And he actually said this on the YouTube interview. He actually said, "Throw me through the cage." And that wasn't choreographed. Him flying 10 feet straight down and hitting the cage like that, hitting the mat. Dude, that wasn't choreographed. So, you guys, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that those guys have to be great athletes to be thrown around in the ring like that and to hit and bounce up and keep getting up and doing all that stuff. Yeah, I remember Jake the Snake Roberts. They are real athletes. And for anybody to try to say that they're not athletes, I will go and fight with you all day long. The amount of physical conditioning they have to go through. Learn some stuff from Ivan the Polish Power back in the day in person. Nice, Stuart. That's awesome. What's going on, Coco? Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. Good for you, bro. Stack that constitutional. It's gonna be one of your best buys right now. And just because they're not buying it now, don't mean they won't be buying it later, man. Stack it, stack it, stack it. This is my savings. This is all my extra money. And this is only a fraction of what you see, but this is all my savings. Dude, Paul Bearer. Oh man, that brings back some stuff too. His whole thing that he did was they didn't know what he was going to do until the first time he did it. And he did it so well that they just had him keep doing it that way. That was crazy. From what I heard. But that's what I heard. They didn't know what he was gonna do, and he did it so well. The way he played that creepy dude, he played it so well that they just ran with it. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, he was good, but so was all of the flyers too. You got to think of all of the luchadors that were in wrestling as well. Rey Mysterio Jr. You know, both of those guys were pretty big. Eddie Guerrero, he was pretty cool too. Scotty Too Hottie. I remember Scotty Too Hottie and the Road Dog. Yeah, I remember DX. I remember all that. I came to when every time they came to Seattle or Tacoma, I went. So I saw her Road Dog. I saw all those guys all the time. Every time they came up, I did. Dude, like her face looked like she got finally hit by that 18 wheeler. She was cool, that's for sure, but I don't know what happened to her face. Miss Elizabeth, yeah, she was pretty hot. Trish Stratus was hot. Yep. Yep. Talking about all the women wrestlers now. You know, you don't realize it, but Andre the Giant pretty much ran the show when he was in WWF. In the, like I watched a documentary on him, and if you weren't doing things right, he called you out, and if you didn't do it right, he straight got you straight kicked out, man. If you weren't doing it the right way, he would straight end your career. I can only imagine. That was a massive man. Hey, here's a name for you guys. Do you guys know or remember Stunning Steve Austin? When he was a tag team flying duo? Do you guys remember when Owen Hart fell from the thing and hit his head on the turnbuckle? That was a sad day. If you guys know anything about the Hart family, then you know all the boys were wrestlers and all the girls married wrestlers. And Ultimate Warrior was part of their family and a bunch of other wrestlers. Yep, the Hart Foundation. Yes, like the roads down there. Dustin Roads. Oh man. Gold Dust. Oh my god. Talk about a character, right? A very infamous character, one that stuck around for years and years and years. Oh, that's cool, bro. That's awesome. Jimmy Hart, little Jimmy Hart. Yeah, man, all those guys' personas, they'll last, they'll live in time. The Ultimate Warrior was a badass. Hey, I've seen the Iron Sheik and George the Animal Steel. I've seen those guys. I've seen them wrestle. I haven't seen them in person, but I've seen them wrestle. But the Iron Sheik for sure, he wrestled into my days. But yeah, I remember watching those guys wrestle. 3 or 4 days ago. Nice. Well, shit, you guys, my teeth are hurting. I'm gonna call it a night. I got to be to work early tomorrow. I'm gonna have the big boss there. My boss's boss. I'm sure of it. Oh, you cannot throw. You can't. It's true. That is 100% true. Or how about some Bam Bam Bigelow? You guys remember Bam Bam Bigelow or Coco Beware? Honky Tonk Man. Yeah, but that's just where he would pinch you really hard. Yeah, Coco Beware. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Honky Tonk Man come out dressing like Elvis. Yeah, man. The Big Boss. How about him coming out dressed like a police officer, beating people up with his billy club? Whoo! Yeah, Ric Flair was the man. Gorgeous George, yes. This could go all night because I'm old and I know some old wrestlers. This could go all night. Do you guys remember when you guys know who Debo is, right? Do you remember when he was in the WWF? He went by Zeus. And that guy's name is Tiny, by the way. Trying to think of the name. The Hardy Boys, the Dudley Boys. Yeah, Too Cool, Scotty Too Hottie, and Grandmaster Sexy. But you guys, there were 50 tag teams in the 90s. Lots of them. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and hit the hay. I will talk to you guys all later. I'll see you all later. Remember, stack what you can where you can. Add a dime, add a quarter, 50-cent piece, whatever you got. Whatever you got to stack, whether it be a 1/10, 1 gram, it doesn't matter. Just add to the stack. And keep stacking that cumulus. Keep stacking that 925 sterling, bro. Keep adding, especially if you're getting good deals. Keep up the good work. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you all for being here. Doink the Clown. Stack that gold. I'm logging off, brother. Have a great night, you guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you all tomorrow. Night.